โอเคกลับเล่น Hogwarts Legacy นะฮะน่าจะพาร์ทที่20กว่า12นะแล้ว20นั้นมันอีกเกมหนึ่งนะโอเคเดี๋ยวอันนี้เราเพิ่งจัดการกับสัตว์เลี้ยงไปเรียบร้อยแล้วนะเดี๋ยวเราไปที่อื่นต่อ
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
โฟกัสเต็มแล้วพวกของน่าจะมีขายด้วยนะเราไปขายของก่อนแล้วกันเรามีเควสอะไรบ้างขึ้นมาเต็มเลยมีมังกรคุยกับป๊อปปี้คุยกับเนตตี้ข้างนอก Divination Classroom แล้วก็เควสจะต้องทำไอ้พวกไปหาฟิลไกด์เพจนี่เป็นตามทางนะป๊อปปี้อยู่ที่บูมสติ๊กโอเคเดี๋ยวไปพอดีนะตรงน่าจะเป็นฮอกมีดนะจะไปขายของในฮอกมีดด้วยนี่ที่บูมสติ๊ก
You're back. Nice to see you again.
อะไรตามก็เอาขายทิ้งให้หมดนะ
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
อยู่ข้างใน
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Figth was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Revelio.
Tolerance for thieves! Hand them back!
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back.
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only the one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones, sir. Promise, sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Revelio.
เหมือนเสียงอยู่ใน2โก้นี่นะเจอละฟ็อกสปอนโซฟสบู่กบล่ะมีอีกเหรอ
Revelio.
เคลียร์ให้หมดดีกว่าจะได้ไม่ต้องเข้ามาบ่อยๆดังบอมระเบิดขี้เหรอมาจากข้างนอกแล้วล่ะขวาเอานี่
Revelio.
บ่อน้ำอันนี้มีอะไรข้างในไม่มีอะไรเลยมีเฉยเจอเลยกราแดกวิสัทแวร์ข้างในมี
Mine now, Demi guys.
เอเมไกนะจิบได้เลยเยี่ยม
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching.
500น่าสนใจนะมีขายเรื่อย
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever
รอ
you're
ตัด
around.
ก่อนแล้วกันมาจากไหนเสียงนี่เจอละสนิกโอสโคปไกลอยู่มันเห็นอันหนึ่งตรงนี้
Revelio.
เมื่อกี้ไม่ใช่ตรงนี้หรอเห็นว่ามีแสงทองนั่นไงอ๋อนี่แฮนกิสออฟวูดครอปต้องฟังเสียงในนี่เงียบเลยEven Sharp Cat
Revelio.
ไม่ค่อยเห็นอะไรละโอเคไปต่อแล้วกัน
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
คืออะไร
Revelio.
โอเคไปต่อดีกว่าอะไรใต้ดิน
Revelio.
ที่ช็อปเดคอร์
Revelio.
โอเคไม่ค่อยเจออะไรละไปดีกว่า โอ้ตัวนี้เลิศไปซะแล้วรอหลับกัน
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
จะมีไกลกี่ตัวละขายของ
I could use some gold.
Alohomora. Revelio.
ไปเนื้อเรื่องต่อละกันนะ ไปคุยกับ Natty นะครับตรง Divination Classroom ก็อยู่ใน Hogwarts
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
แค่นี้นะมีเคยอยู่ข้างบนเหรอหรือข้างล่างข้างล่างนะใครอยากคุย
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio.
แล้วจุดคุยก็หายไปติงอยู่ฝั่งขวาซ้ายนี่ไงจุดคุยเสียงมาจากข้างบนนะจะไปหาจุดคุยกันดีกว่าเจอจุดคุยพอดีไหนวะข้างล่างอีกแล้วโอเคไม่อยู่ก็ไม่อยู่ไม่ใช่ในทางออก
Revelio.
เซอร์คาโดกัน
Revelio. Lumos.
ห้องที่มีรูปแปะอยู่เต็มไปหมดสีเขียวน่าจะในนี้ละมั้งมีไหมเจอละนี่มันห้องลาเวนคอร์นี่จำไม่ได้ว่าอยู่ตึกไหนจริง
Sebastian took that dueling off rather gamely.
ส่วนเควสหลักจะทำยังไงนะ Under กาว Harbour กับ Library งั้นเราไป Library ก่อน Library จะอยู่ที่ Annex อันนี้ Library อันนี้ ส่วน Under กาว Harbour นี่ตรงไหน
Revelio.
อะไรโอ้มีด้วยเหรอตามเลยแค่ไม่กี่อันเองกุญแจนี้
Brilliant. Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
upstairs เมื่อกี้เห็น เมื่อกี้ก่อนวิ่งมาเหมือนจะเห็นหีบนะ เข้าไปยังไง Oh my god ดับไฟยังไง
Lumos.
มันต้องดับไฟก่อนหรือเปล่า เวทน้ำแข็ง ไม่ได้ตั้งอันนี้เหรอ แทนอะไรดี รูมอใช้ยังบ่อย
Revelio.
หนังสืออยู่ชั้น2นะ มันก็ไม่ตึงสักทีเนาะ
Revelio.
But most of us consider Poppy a bit of an odd bird.
ก็เปิด
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
เรา here somewhere นี่เหรอ
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Golden Snitch แต่ก่อนใช้อะไร Golden Snitch Snuggery Snakebird
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Luck Felix Felicis
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Three Butter Deadly Hollow เหรอ
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
อะไรใหญ่สุดใน Quidditch สนิทน่าจะอันไหนวะ Roger เหรอ อันนี้ไม่แน่ใจ
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of three hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Species น่าจะเปลี่ยนไม่ได้ป่ะเหมือนที่ใน Hermione เปลี่ยนเป็นแมวไม่ได้ใช่ไหม
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Wizard Council เหรอ
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
มันก็เลยตัวเล็กสุด Viper Tooth Antipodian Opal Eye Ukrainian Iron Berry เปรูเหรอ Peruvian อันนี้ไม่รู้ให้เขาเฉลยมาแล้วกันไปรู้แล้วกัน
Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant!
ถูกเฉ
Though
ย
the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
อันนี้ปะเพิ่งเห็นเพิ่งไปดูรูปปั้นมาก่อนมา Hengist of Woodcroft
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
The hide behind created by crossbreeding a ghoul with other magical creature เดมิไกไม่น่าใช่นะ hide behind หรออันนี้ขอมั่วแล้วกัน
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise.
Demiguise.
While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
อะไรไว้ไล่ Letherfold
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
สร้างกฎของการแปลงร่าง อันนี้ไม่รู้เลยนะ
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
คติของฮอกวอตส์คืออะไรยาแย่มันก็หลับเหรอ
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
อะไรสร้างไข่ผ่านปากบาซิลิสแอดวินเดอร์รูนสปัว
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw.
ไม่รู้จัก
According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny The Pyrenees Mount Gay Rock Amazon Rainforest Ilvermorny ไม่น่าใช่อันนี้ปะ
Mount Greylock.
Well done!
Okay.
The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
เหลือ potion ไม่รู้จักเลย Elixir to induce euphoria Velocitaserum Amortentia
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amortentia. Amortentia smells differently to every person according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
ลองไหม
Give me your worst.
ไหนก็มาแล้ว
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Emmerich the Evil โดนฆ่าโดยใครโอ้โหจะรู้ไหม Beatrix Blossom มั่ว
Beatrix Bloxham.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
ถ้าจับจะฟาวยังไง ภาษาเลยเนี่ย Sacking Stalking Brushing จะรู้ไหมมั่ว
Blatching.
The answer was actually haversacking.
Haversacking.
Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
ถ้ากัดโดยมัคเคิลมาละคอจะเป็นยังไงโชคลายนี่ธรรมดาไปหรือเปล่าหูมีผมหูมีขนขาเป็นพังผืดมาละคอตัวอะไรวะโชคลายนะ
Bad luck.
Correct.
Okay.
Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Pepper Up potion สร้างด้วยใครแต่ละอย่างจะรู้ไหมล่ะต้องมั่วเท่านั้นละ
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
in the wizard and hopping pot the wizard live
His wand.
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beedle the Bard, but there are a
Beedle
few
the Bard.
versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Snallygaster อยู่ที่ไหน Snallygaster ชื่ออย่างนี้มันต้องสกอตทิช
The Scottish Highlands.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
มักเกิลไนท์แลนสล็อตชื่อคุณสุดละ
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The three
Sir
witches
Laishaw.
in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
เคลปี้ล็อกเนตไหม
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
ใครคือคนแรกเพเวอร์เรลแกรมเอเวอร์เลดี้เพเวอร์เรลนี่ชื่อคุณนะนามสกุลคุณ
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Eunuch Gamp.
กำอีกแล้ว
Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
จบแล้
I
ว
put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio to make quick work of this.
Intermediate Transfiguration ก็เหลือจากไปที่ Underground มันคือที่ไหนก็ไม่รู้นะ Underground Harbour ท่าเรือเหรอท่าเรือใต้ดินแท็กกิ้งได้ แท็กเลยละกัน อยู่ข้างในนี้ใช่ไหมนี่ไงเกตฮอลเกตฮอลนี่คืออะไรโบ๊ทเฮาด้านโรเบิร์ตเฮ้ยมีตรงนี้ได้เหรอไม่ได้ปลดล็อกด้วยไปดีกว่าใส่วันนี้มีตรงนี้แล้วอ๋อผ่านอยู่ดีเหรอถ้าไปทางนี้ล่ะเจอเควสไซเควสอีกอันหนึ่งอยู่ไกลเหลือเกินลองไปดูแล้วกันถ้าจากนี่เนริดาโรเบิร์ตผ่านเหมือนกันนะทำทั้งคู่เลยแล้วกันลงแล้วก็ขึ้นอยู่ข้างล่างจากตรงนี้นี่ไงทำไมมีหลายเควสอยู่ตรงนี้คนละที่แต่มันให้ไปทางนี้ก่อน
So this is the underground Harbour. Revelio.
เลเวลเลียโอ้ยตัวนี้หลับยังหลับแล้ว500
Revelio.
อันดับ9 Harbour
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. To attend Transfiguration.
ทำอย่างอื่นก่อนไหนๆก็ลงมาแล้วไปไงทีนี้ว่ายน้ำไปเหรอทางลงมาตรงนู้นอ๋อได้หรือว่าไม่ได้
Why did I never learn how to swim?
เดี๋ยวขอเซฟ
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people?
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Wands Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course, I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
How has wizard kind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, we've consistently deigned mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
What do you imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
What is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumor is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water.
ให้เราดำน้ำอีก
I
แล้ว
can't wait to hear about what you find.
ขอสำรวจตรงนี้
One
หน่อย
day soon.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
ดำ
Look at this place. Did the Mer people really leave Nerida an artifact?
อ๋อมีพวกนี้ด้วยเหรอ3 จุดต้องใช้โอเคใช้ทั้งหมดนั่นแหละ
Lumos.
ออกมาไม่ได้
Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you.
Confringo!
Lumos.
ไม่มาหรอทีละตัวเหรอแล้วก็มาด้วยกันได้
What do we have in here then? Nerida will be happy about this. Revelio.
แค่นี้
Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again, so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this.
Revelio.
เข้าคาดกันดีกว่าอยู่ที่ตรงนี้เหรอใกล้สุดก็เป็นหน้าห้องเลย
Fizzing whiz beer is still brewing. These things take time.
I heard Professor Weevil configured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. It will
เสียงหาย
beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the Transfiguration spell.
Revelio.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Aloha Mora.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember Aunt Meat mentioning something about gobbledygook. Revelio.
แมว ตรงนี้ไม่ได้ยิน
How does Garrett's subterranean concoction sound? Too obtuse?
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Revelio.
Spin Witches is my favorite.
I'm fed up of being inside the castle. Wish I could transfigure something into a broom and get out of here.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
Could you remind me how the Daedalian keys work again?
When you spot or hear a flying key, you're to follow it back to its cabinet. Inserting it in the lock is the tricky part. I hope you follow some. If you open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
Revelio.
คุยขึ้นมาเต็มเลยไม่มีอะไรดีขึ้นเลยเจอเซบาสเตียนคุยกับแอมิดนี่คือเมนเควสทั้งคู่เลยนะแต่เอมิดนี่น่าจะรีควายฟีบเดี๋ยวก่อนไปดูห้องเราหน่อยนะเอมิดอยู่ในฮอกวอตส์เหรอนกตัวเล็กก็ยังไม่ได้กินเนาะพาไปไหนลิฟเลอร์โอเคครบเอาอะไรไปขายดีโดโดมีเกินนะตัวเมียเกินมาตัวนึงละ
I'll look after you.
นิเฟอร์3 ตัวพับสกรีนนะหายไปตัวนึงผสมอะไรดี
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
คอนครบได้ตัวคู่มาอีกแล้วเมื่อไหร่จะโตอยากไปจับกบตัวผู้นะ จับกบตัวผู้ก่อนดีกว่ามีตรงนี้ด้วยเหรอจับกบตัวผู้สักตัว
What are you up to now?
Levioso.
Settle yourself.
Show. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
You may want to move.
Levioso!
We have someone with nerve in our midst.
Revelio.
ไม่ได้จัดแล้วเนี่ย
I dream of making a better world.
An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
Where do I set my trap? The lower or upper Hogwarts? It's been ages since I've found anything worth poking in back front.
เซนทอรัส
I prefer the latter. You can feed a beast, or it can feed you.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Stupid one. Confringo.
Revelio.
คืออะไรนะหมุนหรือเปล่า
Levioso. Accio. Rependo.
เอาให้เป็นอันเดียวกันก่อนแล้วก็โอเคก็เหมือนกันเอาให้เป็นอันเดียวกันก่อนอันเดียวละก็ข้าง
That's that. Settled. Aloha Mora. This looks intriguing. Revelio.
Tapiยังไม่หายแค่เป็นลังอินเฟริเฉยๆโอเคไปกันต่อแล้วกันให้ไปไหนกลับมาที่ฮอกวอตส์เดี๋ยวเอากบมาปล่อยก่อนแล้วกันที่เหลือขายได้ยูนิคอร์นขายได้อันนี้ขายได้มีเควสตรงนี้ด้วยเหรอป๊อปปี้รอเวลาขายของก่อน
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome.
Revelio.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Revelio.
How good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us. What's your step?
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grubhorn.
Or just raring for a fight. Revelio.
Quiet. What was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
Draw her attention. Follow when it's safe. Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
3 ครั้งเลยเหรอ 1 2 3
Get to that opening below her.
Revelio.
If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. Look, underneath her. I think we're close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss. That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl. How could I have been so blind?
Please, come in. Let me know if you need help finding anything. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrag's promise.
How ill? ไปลองดู
Hello, pardon me.
Hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello, I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are
you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to mooncarf fur. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the
previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Revelio.
If anyone ever knew how to keep
Revelio. Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I have a knack for this sort of thing, if I do say so myself. If I can meet your terms, I hope that you'll sell to me.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Huh? You are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. At a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Yes. An unsuccessful shop would be bad for nearby businesses, I'd imagine.
Quick one, you are. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. Why haven't other tenants been able to make a go of it there?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not as simple as those less savvy might think. The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants did not. The benefit of Penny's particular prowess. Her assistance will make all the difference, I should think, in both getting the shop ready for business and ensuring its success.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well, but I won't be able to keep the shop available for too long. If you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible. Hello again. No,
1,500
the shop won't be available.
Rebellion.
1,500 นี่จิบเลยนะขอปนกันอยู่ข้างล่างเป็นไอ้ลูกกระตาด้วยลูกกระตาต้องหายตัวก่อนถ้ามีตังค์แค่หาดอีก1,000 เดียวซื้อเลยครับ
Madam Mason, about the shop.
Yes?
I've decided I'd like to go ahead and purchase the shop.
I have to say I'm impressed. You are a remarkably resourceful student.
I am indeed.
And brave. You won't be sorry. Give me the money and I shall get the paperwork filed immediately.
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the shop?
Please do. Oh, one more thing. Since my husband died, I've not been able to bring myself to retrieve some of his personal items. They're in a chest at the back of the shop. Penny has the key. As you get organised, I would be terribly grateful if you could help an old widow and gather his things for me before you open for business. I wish you the very best of luck in your endeavours. Penny will meet you there.
Revelio.
เปิดช็อปกันเลยเหรอเนี่ย มีเงินเพียงแค่ 1,500 คุณก็เปิดช็อปที่ฮอกมีดได้
Well, I've done it, Penny. The shop is mine.
Oh, Penny is so pleased. Penny was hoping you would be the one to purchase it.
I'm glad you're here to help me.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. Penny will do all that she can to make this a success. There is much to do. The last tenant left in a bit of a rush, so we'll need to clean up and do some repairs.
Well then, let's get to it.
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
นี่เหรอ โอ้
Reparo.
Nothing like a bit of hard work. This will surely be the most successful shop in Hogwarts. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
มันต้องมีอะไรไม่ดีแน่ๆกล่องแปลก ปิดใส่หน้าซะด้วยอ้าว
Revelio.
หนู
That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here?
Levioso.
Accio. Revelio. That's not very hospitable. Accio.
ไม่ให้ไปสิฮะ
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem to have your wits about you. What fun this will be.
กลายเป็นเฮอร์เลอร์ล่ะ
For me, at least.
Fastidio.
Lumos.
หมด1 รอบ
That's new. Onwards, I suppose.
กลายเป็นเฮอร์เลอร์เกมเหรอ
What in the... Who's there?
เฮอร์เลอร์เกมตอนตี 2เยี่ยม
Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Bats. Lovely.
โดนหลอกมาทำอะไรปะเนี่ย
Seems as if I should hang something there. Revelio. Lumos. The lanterns must belong somewhere.
This lantern.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps the lanterns are meant to be hung on the hands.
How enlightening! You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying? Two sides, every story. Unfortunately for you, both sides here are to my story. And you'll have to complete both to get to the end.
Revelio.
มี2 ทางให้ไป
I simply adore this blooming place. Don't you? You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Confringo! Revelio! I wonder if I need to place lanterns to open these doors. Confringo! Lumos. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Does it worry you that I can see you, but you can't see me?
Confringo.
It should.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Confringo.
Oh, dear.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture. Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store, do I?
Lumo.
อยู่ในตะเกียง
Accio.
ถ้าให้เดานะ
Bombarda. Accio. Wingardium.
ติดแล้วยังไงตรงนี้
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh. โครงการคือเปิดประตู
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
โอ้
Ah, a worthy playmate. Well done.
Flipendo. Bombarda. Accio. Flipendo. Leviosa. Confringo. Protego. Stupefy. 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 Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ข้างเดียวเจอเวฟยาวซะงั้นไปยังไงเนี่ย
Confringo.
เข้ามาปุ๊บประตูปิดปั๊บ
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
นี่คือเราไงต่อว้าวถาดเปิดไปเปิดมามีใครฮอกวอตส์
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to H3. Nighty night. But this is a bit.
That was the wrong square.
ดูรอยร้าวที่พื้นเหรอ
This is a bit much.
Revelio. That wasn't too difficult.
Oh goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Ready or not? Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I begin?
Accio. Propender. Accio. Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo. Lumos. Protego. Stupid one. Leviosa.
Captain, Captain! But Captain, Captain,
Propendo. Leviosa. Protego. Accio. Propendo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Leviosa. Stupefy.
Now that should get your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit. You've chosen the scholarly route.
Revelio.
You need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Lumos.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio.
ทำอะไรได้บ้าง
Lumos.
Fire.
Confringo. Lumos.
Don't tell me.
Confringo. Reparo.
Palla.
Revelio.
ก็แค่ลงไปข้างล่าง ไปฝั่งไม่ได้
Confringo. Glacier.
ไม่ช่วย
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
โอ้ทำได้ทำนี้ได้เนาะวิการเดียมรีวิโอโซได้ต้องขึ้นไปข้างบนเหรอ
Propender. Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Bombarda.
ใช่คือจะขึ้นไปยังไงนี้เหรอ
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
แต่มันกระโดดจากระเบียงไม่ได้เนาะไม่ได้กำติดเฉย
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ไม่ได้ติดอะทำไงดี
Bombarda.
บินไม่ได้เนาะ
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
ซ่อนเฉย
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
กลับมาด้านเดิมแล้วติดไปอีกฝั่ง
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
All books and no play make one quite dull.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Lumos.
Oh, deja vu. What?
Lumos.
กิ่งก็ไม่รอดอ่ะ
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
What was that?
จำสแกร์ใส่อีก
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos.
หันกลับมา
Revelio. Lumos. Bombarda. Lumos.
น่ารำคาญหน้า
Oh, how nice of him to pop in.
Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Stupid one. Rependo.
ใครจะทำเควสเท่านั้นแหละสแลมบิดเดฟเซนโดไม่ค่อยได้ใช้เท่าไหร่อันนี้ปะมาแค่นั้นแหละทำเควสเฉย
Lumos.
Home sweet home.
Glacius! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
เควสนี้โคตรยาวเลยการผียังไง
Now that gets her attention. Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
Revelio.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh. Ooh. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin! Catch is cat, but cat is cat. I mean, you can't.
โอ้ยกลับหัว
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Revelio. Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
Thank you, Penny. I think I'm going to need to talk to the authorities.
Oh, Penny is certain that's a brilliant idea. Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
จะได้เปิดช็อปไหมเนี่ย
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop?
Well, yes, she said she did, but I think you might have missed the bit about the dungeon.
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Follow me จับเขาเลยรู้สึกเราจะได้ช็อปจริงไหมเนี่ย
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
To be fine.
Stop. What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Stupid one. Accio.
หลังแกเด็กและคนแก่เนี่ยถนัดอยู่แล้ว
Stupid one. Accio. Descender. Stupid one. Accio.
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Stupid one.
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra. Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing! Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Check on that house elf of yours. She's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitor herself! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
โชคดีจิมจิมได้บ้านในราคา 1,500 สุดยอด
My plan is to have another one.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
ไม่ปล่อยไปหรอกนะ
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
นี่คืออะไรตั้งชื่อเหรอบิลสเตอร์เวนัมมีร้านเสื้อผ้าหรือเปล่ามีร้านปรุงยาเวนัมคืออะไร
I choose Vestas and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night.
ขายได้ราคามากขึ้น 10% นะปกติ60ก็ได้66โดยประมาณ
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
ไม่ไกลจากจุดวาร์ปซะด้วยเยี่ยมไปเลยมีที่ขายของใหม่ละโอเคเดี๋ยวเราพาร์ทนี้เราจะพอแค่นี้นะเดี๋ยวกลับไปดูสัตว์เลี้ยงของเราดีกว่าแมปก็ฮอกวอตส์เดี๋ยวว่าจะได้เปิดร้านสรุปเป็นแค่จุดเที่ยวไว้ขายของนะโดยที่ขายได้มากกว่าปกติ 10% เท่านั้นนะไม่ได้อะไรขนาดนั้นไม่ได้เอาของไปวางขายอย่างที่คิดไว้ยังไม่ได้ใส่เสื้อเลยฟีนิกซ์แล้วก็เทรสเป็นขั้น2แต่ว่าใช้ขั้น3ได้ของขั้น3ต้องใช้อย่างอื่นนะใช้นีเซลขั้น3ใช้นีเซลยังไม่มีต้องใช้ขั้น2ไปก่อนAncient Magic แมนเดรกเพิ่มดาเมจแมนเดรกแกบฮอนกับฟีนิกซ์รู้จักที่ไหนนะโอเคให้อาหารสัตว์ยิฟเฟอร์ออฟสปริงแต่ไม่ได้ตัวโอ้ sorry กดเวทแล้วมันยิงอย่างเดียวเลย เหลือนกกับพับสกรีนแล้วก็นก2 ตัวนี่ไปแล้ว2 ตัวอยู่ไหนนิฟเฟอร์กับนกนิฟเฟอร์ตัวนี้นกตัวนี้ครบไปแล้วอีกตัวจับเปอร์โนตัวนี้อยู่ไหนแท็กกิ้งแล้วกันไกลๆนี่เองครบตัวนี้ได้ตัวผู้ตัวเมียมี2 ตัวแล้วไปขายตัวหนึ่ง
There. I'm not going to hurt you.
มาสมโดโดเดี๋ยวไปต่อครบแล้วเอากบตัวเมียออกไปตัวหนึ่ง
Everything's all right now.
ก็ไปผสมกบตัวเมียผสมกบเล่นๆแล้วก็ไปกันต่อ ชสตอร์ได้ครบแล้วนะไอ้ดาวเนี่ยไม่ต้องแล้วก็ได้มาทำมูลคาร์บดีกว่าโอเคครบละไปโอเคเรียบร้อยเดี๋ยวมาต่อพาร์ทหน้าวันหลังนะฮะพาร์ทนี้ก็สวัสดีครับเย้